Yo? You people are not ready for service. Yo? Hi everyone, I am Tolulope Benro. I am a social impact consultant and the founder of the Horn NYSC movement. I'm grateful to the Chancellor, Bishop David Oyedepo, and Dr. Abraham for this opportunity to share with you from my NYSC experience. Today I'll be sharing tips on how I prepared for service here and how I leveraged NYSC. My preparation for service here began during TTG. I remember that particular session. It was moderated by Dr. Azubike, and we had Theophilus, who was a student that was currently serving at the time, also speak to us about service here. After that session, I prayerfully decided to serve and remain where I was posted. I was posted to Ilorin, Kwara State, and my service experience was tremendous. Kwara State favored me and still favors me even till today. I read the Eagles in Khaki handbook from cover to cover in preparation for service, and I paid attention to tips, stories, and instructions in the book. Here is how I leveraged NYSC. I was excellent at my PPA, and my PPA was stressful. I taught in a school. I taught mathematics, physics, and further maths to SS1 to 3 students. And I'm sure your experience would probably not be like that. It would definitely be something better. I was also intentional about my community development service group, which is a compulsory activity that core members have to participate in. I networked with the right people during CDS and after CDS. I also volunteered with an NGO to build the right skills and competencies in the area of my career development. This is because I was very intentional about my career development and what I wanted out of service here. And since my PPA was not exactly in line with the career that I envisioned, I had to be a lot more intentional in developing the right skills for my career. During my service here, I won $1,000 grant that I used to implement a climate education project in Ilorin, Kwara State after service. I prepared mentally for the entire process because it was definitely a lot, and I was very intentional about every single step of the journey. I was so intentional that I was very deliberate about what I even wore to travel all the way from River State to Ilorin, Kwara State, where I served. Next, I'm going to be answering some questions about NYSC. Should you do NYSC? The answer to that question is yes. Is NYSC worth it? I would say it depends. Any experience is worth it if you decide to put in the right effort and if you choose to properly leverage the opportunity that an experience provides you. Next, how can you prepare for service? Here are some ways you can prepare for service. 1. Take this TTG session very seriously. 2. Read the Eagles in Khaki book and pay attention to the key tips, instructions, and stories that will help your service here. Next, you can learn from my experience by getting my book, which is currently available for pre-order, or accessing other resources that we have at Horn NYSC. At Horn NYSC, we have very detailed webinars to help you at every single step of the way. Compared to contrary belief, NYSC does not necessarily put your life on hold except you intentionally and deliberately decide to allow it to do so. I believe every season of your life is important, and at Horn NYSC, we like to say that 1 year can change your life if you allow it.